morning.
Joe, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning.
Thank you so much. My name's Grant Cohn. I'm Lowell Cohn's son. I think you know him.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So he says hello, by the way.
How's he doing?
He's doing fine. He had back surgery a few weeks ago. So he's relearning how to use his left leg, but he's going to make a full recovery. So he's all right. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Tell him I send my best. Good luck with that.
I absolutely will. So, Joe, I see that you're not only an investor with this group, but a chief strategy officer. Can you explain to me how they got on your radar and why you're so passionate about this?
It's just something that over the years, a couple things, like there's always guys who slip underneath, the radar of most of the NFL teams. And I think, especially on the skilled side of things, like defensive backs, receivers, even running backs here. And even the linemen, though, they get a lot of one-on-one type blocking things that are going on that I think that just allows guys to kind of keep skills honed at the time. But I think the most fun part is having the fans involved. Anyone can just jump onto the website, fcf.io and get, register and become part of that and become part of one of those teams. And you get control of the you can call plays, and they're going to start now letting you call, when they had some issues with some bad calls. Now they're going to start letting the fans even get involved in the replays. And so I think it's going to get kind of crazy. But hey, when you I looked at all, myself, even after retiring, I love football, love it to death. But I don't sit down and watch a full game anymore. And I think in today's world, the things are moving faster, and the youth today really are looking for things that kind of fit into what they do. And an hour game, where you're a part of it, that goes fast. And last week 3 was the biggest week they've had so far, over 800,000 viewers. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, you can't do that. You can't do that on a normal football game, but there you go. You get a chance to play, and you get a chance to be even part ownership now too. I mean,
that's amazing.
I know, it's pretty crazy.
I feel like the football purists would say you can't have the players calling the plays. My God, what's your experience with that so far? And can you imagine being in the huddle and getting the play called in from someone in the stands as opposed to Bill Walsh?
Well, you can usually tell.
Hail Mary.
Yeah, but you can find out who has more football knowledge than anybody else when the plays are coming through. But no, sometimes they might have as good a chance to call a play as anybody else. But I just think it's so exciting. Even for the players, I'd be curious to hear one of the players after a while, to see what they feel and how they felt that went. And I'm sure that they love being a part of the game, and having that is a little bit more exciting, because now sometimes you got to make things happen out of stuff. So
I've long felt that the NFL would benefit from a spring 7-on-7 league to develop, if nothing else, quarterbacks, because it's a quarterback driven league. The idea to have fans buy in this way seems like a great way to get viewership and to compete in an off-season league. Is that the vision for it?
Well, I think that, I mean, obviously, hope that the NFL at some point comes around and says, well, maybe this is worth something, and you can move underneath, their umbrella to a certain degree. But I think this is something that I think is missing from it. In today, when you're playing, I can't say it's almost 7-on-7, but without the quarterback being hit, it's more realistic 7-on-7 than in a game situation now than it was in the past. But 7-on-7 for a league looking to make money still, I don't know how you get to, you'd have to worry about the injuries. And that's, I think would be the biggest thing for the regular season, for having NFL guys play 7-on-7. But 7-on-7 league has always been something else that, I thought would be, something really good to keep sort of similar to what they're doing here. You're looking at letting these guys continue to play. You're getting a lot of one-on-one coverages. You're throwing the ball. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
um, but yeah, I think the fan control league here is accomplishing that. And hopefully this just gets bigger and bigger. And if the numbers continue to stay the way they are, and the teams will expand, and the league will start to expand, and we'll have a little larger league and a lot more viewership than even 800,000. So I think like I said, if you look at the youth today, that's kind of the type of things they're looking for. They don't want to sit for 3.5 hours.
It's funny you called current NFL football kind of glorified 7-on-7. I think a lot of people think that way, especially when people call other quarterbacks, the greatest of all time. It's like, well, you didn't exactly play in the other era. So my question to you is, would you have liked to play in this era where quarterbacks are protected and make $40 million a year?
If I said no, you'd think I'm crazy. But yeah, I'd like to play in any league right now. I just love the game. I love the challenge of the game. I always would say is, I just wish everyone could have a chance to play one game on a Sunday afternoon, just to feel, whether win or lose, just to feel that the adrenaline, the excitement, the ups and downs, the camaraderie, all that stuff. There's nothing like it.
Do you feel like that, like a part of you, you lost that when you retired, and that this is a way for you to get back that adrenaline on Sundays for you? Does it fill that gap for you?
It feels watching because it's new too.
Yeah.
I think it's new for everyone to go out and see and watch and to be a part of it. Yeah, it's great to be a part of something that's getting going and started. And I started an investment fund to invest in startups, and so it's fun to watch companies like this grow and where they started and how other people start getting involved. They've got great people behind them on the investment side. When you look at some of the firms that have invested in them, is pretty amazing to be so early and to get that kind of following.
Can you tell people where they can watch the games and what your mission is, what your goal is for the future of this league?
Well, the goal is to make it bigger, get it bigger and better and more exciting, and be able to move to different venues, and let everyone kind of get involved. And you can watch this on their app, the FCF app. You can look at it. It's live streamed on Twitch also, and Ven TV, back to back on Saturdays, starting at 8:00 Eastern. There's 2 games that will be played again this weekend, and then the playoffs start, and then the finals are March 20th. So that'll take us through the first season.
Well, I'll be watching. Thank you, Joe.